reaching out one more time before silence takes the place of my whisper. I have spoken to you through signs, through the gentle tug in your heart, through moments of pain that were meant to awaken you. It's been hard for me to get to you, even when other people were laughing, when it was quiet at night, and when your soul hurt. But you walked on. You kept going. That's why I'm calling out again, this time not out of anger but out of love. I beg you to stop for a moment and listen, because this could be your last chance to get the moment you've been waiting for. This message wasn't found. I brought you this news. You didn't just happen to find these words. You got here because heaven sent you. You know that feeling when you suddenly feel a weight in your chest? It's like you just know something big has shifted in the unseen world around you. Can you believe that out of 8 billion people on this planet right now, only 12 were picked to receive this special frequency today? Just 12 names written in golden ink on heaven's emergency broadcast scroll. How wild is that? You're one of them, aren't you? This isn't an algorithm. This isn't just a coincidence. You didn't just end up here by coincidence. Wow. It feels like something truly special is breaking through all those layers that have been holding you back from this insight for days. If you click away right now and let distraction take over in the next 30 seconds, this portal will close and pass on to the person who's scrolling 3 videos back from you. The blessing sticks around. It moves to a new place. You'll find yourself spending the next 7 years seeing others step into the breakthrough that was meant just for you. This appointment was set up by heaven even before you were born. Your DNA has been reaching out to the throne room. So, at precisely this morning, according to heaven's time, your case was brought up in the divine courtroom. The accuser got up and presented evidence, showing 7 years' worth of documentation about every time you picked comfort instead of making a call, every time you said later instead of now, every morning you grabbed your phone before you even thought about me, every night you drifted off to Netflix instead of winding down with some worship. The documentation was really detailed. It felt like the judgment was bound to happen. But then something totally unexpected happened. Your guardian angel has called upon the mercy clause, which can only be used once in a person's lifetime. They brought up some counter-evidence that left the whole courtroom in complete silence. They revealed to heaven the struggles you faced that no one else witnessed. The 3 a.m. prayers, when your pillow was soaked with tears and you felt like I had stopped listening. The times you felt like giving up but managed to keep going anyway. The moments when you gave your all, even when you felt empty inside. The prayers you offered for others while your own world was falling apart. And in that moment, I said 4 words that changed everything. Let's give them another shot. This moment, these words, this is the chance we have. This meeting. There's something really important you should know about what's going on right now. You've been feeling pretty worn out lately. And I'm not just talking about being a little tired. I'm referring to that feeling of soul exhaustion. You know, when you wake up already feeling drained, where everyday tasks seem like a big challenge. It's like you're grinning on the outside, but inside you're just letting out a big scream. That tiredness felt really off. You've been in a battle that you didn't even realize was happening. Did you know that every night while you were sleeping, there were battles happening in the heavens about your destiny? Every morning, you wake up feeling tired because your spirit has been busy for 8 hours, battling against forces that are trying to derail your purpose before you even find it. For exactly 260 days, there's been a coordinated effort to undermine everything you were meant to be. The relationships that just seem to fall apart out of nowhere. It's frustrating how some opportunities just seem to disappear without any reason at all. The doors that slammed shut just when you were so close to a breakthrough. The cash vanished just as quickly as it showed up. Health issues that doctors just couldn't figure out. The brain fog had you wondering if you were losing your mind. Everything had a purpose. It was a calculated form of spiritual warfare meant to make you throw in the towel before you realized what you truly have within you. You know, the angels up in heaven have been keeping track of everything that's happening. So, it turns out they've filed 470 reports about your journey. That's definitely not a made-up number. That's the exact count right now. All those tears you shed when no one was around, they've been gathered in beautiful golden bowls. Every prayer you felt just bounced off the ceiling. Well, guess what? It's actually been noted down in books that angels read. Every time I stayed faithful, even when everything around us suggested I had walked away, it was noted in heaven's records. So, yesterday, at sunset, in that timeless place, those records were shared with the divine council. Everyone agreed on the verdict. Today marks the end of the season of theft. The spirit of delay will lose its legal right at midnight tonight. The demons that were blocking your finances are being called back and given new tasks. The groups that keep bringing back the same issues year after year have just lost their access. Your family's been stuck in this cycle for 4 generations, but it all changes with you. Go ahead and hit that like button as a way to show your vibe with the universe. This isn't really about getting likes or comments on social media. This is your signature on a covenant document that was created even before the world began. Your big moment really depends on how you handle things right now. Let's get this done right away, because what I'm about to share is going to bring to life some promises that have been waiting for this very moment. You've noticed numbers popping up all around you lately, and you started to wonder if you were losing it. So, you find yourself waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. pretty much every night. Those definitely weren't just coincidences. Those were activation codes from above, getting your spirit ready for this moment. Every sequence was opening up different chambers of your spiritual inheritance. You weren't going crazy. It looks like you were getting an upgrade. Your body is more than just flesh and blood. It's like a vibrant connection between heaven and earth. Your heart isn't just a muscle that moves blood around. It's a special place where the divine presence hangs out. Your lungs do more than just take in air. They're breathing in the bliss of heaven and letting out the power of the kingdom. Your DNA is more than just the genetic code you inherit from your parents. It has these encrypted blueprints that scientists refer to as junk DNA, since they can't quite figure out heaven's language. Did you know that 97% of your DNA has just been sitting there, dormant, your whole life, waiting to be activated? That activation is happening right now as you read this. Every cell in your body is starting to vibrate at its own unique frequency. You could notice a tingling sensation in your hands or a warm feeling spreading across your chest. You could notice some pressure building up in your forehead, or maybe even feel a wave of emotions bubbling up in your throat. That's not anxiety. That's definitely not just in your head. That's cellular renovation happening right before our eyes. Heaven is totally updating your operating system while you're just hanging out here. The depression that's been hanging on to you like a second skin is being peeled away at the molecular level. Your anxiety, which has been influencing your choices, is being cleared from your nervous system. Your fear that's been holding you back is being pulled out of your system. The shame that's been with you since you were a kid is starting to fade away thanks to this amazing, otherworldly light. Your cellular memory is letting go of the anger passed down from your grandfather. We're shifting away from that poverty mindset that's been around for 4 generations and embracing a mindset of abundance instead. In just 72 hours from now, you're going to see something that will have everyone around you questioning what's real. You know that person who owes you some cash. They're probably going to pop up out of nowhere and remember to get in touch with you soon. It's about more than just cash. Hey, it seems like someone really needs to say they're sorry to you. It seems like someone really needs to give you the credit you deserve. You know what? Someone really needs to come clean with you. They're going to feel that nagging guilt until they reach out. Once this happens, you'll see that the portal has fully opened up. In just 21 days, that door you've been trying to get through for years will finally open up for you. And just like that, you'll find yourself moving ahead. You know that job you never even applied for? Well, they're going to call you with an offer. So, it turns out that the visa application that got denied 3 times is now going to be approved out of the blue. Your loan, which you thought was out of reach, is going to be processed without any fuss. The person who disappeared on you will come back feeling sorry. Your family member who distanced themselves will get in touch to talk about making amends. This isn't just a matter of hoping for the best. Hey there, just wanted to let you know that Heaven's scheduling department is here to confirm your divine appointments. Before the 90 days are up, the financial grip totally loosens. So the number $7,777 really stands out for your situation. For some, it's like their debt is magically wiped away. For some, it's like a surprise check showing up from a source you totally forgot existed. For a lot of people, it's all going down in the same week. Listen up, because this is important. The windows of heaven are swinging wide open, and it's like the enemy's hands are getting knocked right off your finances. What took 7 years to build up in scarcity will be turned around in just 7 weeks. I need you to really pay attention to what I'm about to say, because this is more than just things shifting around us. Just a friendly reminder that while mercy can feel limitless in our hearts, it doesn't last forever in time. At some point, it gets tougher to make a change, and the chaos around us can drown out that gentle nudge of grace. You're right there at the edge now. That's why I'm bringing this up so urgently. I've put things off, I've kept things safe, I've been patient, but I can't keep waiting forever. We're getting close to a time when the choices we make will be more important than just staying comfortable. When faith will draw a line between those who believed in me and those who didn't. Just so you know, this isn't meant to come off as a threat. It's more about being honest. You've got another chance to pick life. I'm reaching out my hand once more, really hoping you'll grab it. This isn't an angry voice. It's the voice of a dad who cares so much that he just can't keep quiet. I'd prefer to shake up your comfort zone than risk losing your true self. I'd much rather jump in and mess up your plans than watch you head straight for trouble. That's why I'm here, asking one last time, hey, just come back to me before this moment slips away. You might have missed my voice in the past, but you don't have to miss it anymore. I know you've missed my call before, but how about answering this time? You've set aside conviction in the past, but this time it feels like love instead of guilt. I'm giving you another shot, but I can't promise how long it'll take. Embrace this moment, my dear, while the heavens are still welcoming you in. When it closes, all that will be left are the echoes of the words you might have said. I'm talking to you now with clarity, love, and a sense of urgency, because I truly believe you're worth saving. I just can't let forever go by without giving it one last shot to connect with you. I really need you to hear me out right now, because I'm coming from a place that's really important to me. I'm not upset with you, my dear. I'm really heartbroken. I've seen you drift further and further away. It's not that you hate me, it's just that you've been caught up in all the noise around you, hoping it would somehow fill that emptiness you feel inside. I've seen you go after quick thrills while I was here, ready to share something lasting and joyful with you. I've noticed how you invest so much energy into things that don't last, while the love that's always there quietly stands by your side. It really hurts, because I made you for so much more than this, for peace, for love, for light, for me. It seems like you've been chasing after shadows. Now, it seems like the shadows are starting to feel like home. Remember when your heart was a bit softer? When you took a moment to listen to my voice? When you noticed my presence in the little things? I used to be found in the quiet moments, in the stars above, and in the soft stirring of your spirit. But now the world's noise has gotten so loud that it drowns out the quiet whisper of eternity. I've been right here next to you, calling out, trying to reach you. It feels like your thoughts are scattered everywhere, but here with me, you go after voices that seem to offer it all. But in the end, you find yourself feeling empty. People say you'll find happiness if you just have more, if you try to be more or impress others. Just remember that those are lies that can take away your peace. Here I am, the voice that brings life, but I feel muted in your hectic world. Do you have any idea what it's like for me to see you chase after things that I know will only hurt you? Have you ever felt the pain of a dad seeing his kid look for love in all the wrong spots? That's how I feel every single day. Whenever you seek comfort in the world, I softly say, come back to me. Whenever you start to think that you're not enough, I gently remind you, you belong to me. Whenever you feel lonely, I just want you to know, I'm right here. But the noise of the world is so loud, and your heart seems to have forgotten how to find that stillness. I've been right there with you through all the confusion, the heartbreak, and those long, sleepless nights. I've cried for you, not out of anger, but because I really miss you. Heaven has seen you float away. Even the angels feel sad when they see one of my kids drifting away from the light. They're aware of what I've set up for you, the peace, the beauty, the joy, and they notice how the world can trick you. It's like being dazzled by lights that dance and dim. They notice how you swap the lasting for the fleeting. Why would you accept anything less than what you truly deserve? This conversation is the result of everything you've experienced in your life so far. Your heart has been getting ready for this moment all along. Your past experiences have all led you to where you are right now. So, what you choose to do next really shapes everything that's coming your way. Just hang out with me for a bit. Hey, just take a moment to listen and take it all in. Let my words find their way into your heart, bringing healing, truth, and peace. I'm not talking to your mind. I'm connecting with your soul. Your soul recognizes my voice. It has always recognized my voice. This moment feels really special. This moment is truly special. This moment belongs to you. I'm sharing this because I care about you so much, and I can't let anything get in the way of your future. I really want to talk to that part of you that you usually keep hidden away, the part you keep tucked away behind your smile. It's that piece you wish you could erase from your mind because thinking about it brings too much pain. I've got to chat about those wounds you act like aren't still around. I want to chat about those memories you keep buried because they still hurt. Let's chat about those feelings you keep to yourself because you don't want to weigh anyone down. I've got to chat about that pain you get used to living with. Don't look away just yet. I'm working on healing what you've kept hidden. I noticed you were upset, trying to act like everything was okay. I noticed those nights when tears soaked your pillow and you hurried to wipe them away, wishing no one would notice. I noticed those times when you stepped into a room, putting on a brave face. Even though just moments earlier, it seemed like you were about to crumble under the pressure you were feeling. I remember those times when you put on a smile, just to keep people from asking too many questions, hiding the pain you were really feeling inside. I caught all the things you figured one saw. There were times when you softly asked, God, do you still notice me? It seemed like you were just blending into the background. It seemed like you were overlooked. It was as if your heart was shattering in a spot where no one could get to you. It seemed like no one really cared about your pain. I was right there for every single moment. I kept my eyes on it the whole time. I've always been here for you. I've always been here for your tears. I noticed every single drop that fell. Every little sigh you let out was felt deep in my heart. You might have felt like you were on your own, but guess what? You weren't. You might have thought your pain was minor, but it really wasn't. You might have felt like your pain was insignificant, but trust me, it really mattered. I held onto every feeling you kept hidden. I caught every tear you held back. I heard every silent scream you tried to hold back. You really had to put on a show for me. I never needed you to be strong for me to love you. I never needed you to keep anything from me. I already know everything you're trying to hide. I can sense everything you're carrying. You've been through times when your heart broke in ways that are hard to put into words. It's tough when the people you trusted end up hurting you. It sounds like you faced some unexpected situations that really hurt you. You've lost things you never thought you'd let go of. You've dealt with some setbacks that really tested your confidence. It really hurt when you realized you'd been betrayed. You know that feeling of loneliness, right? You could really sense those unspoken fears hanging in the air. And through everything, you just kept pushing ahead, even when you weren't sure how to do it. I need you to get something important. Your suffering wasn't a punishment. It was all about getting ready. The tears you shed nourished the soil where your blessing is set to grow. The tough times you went through have created space for the strength that's growing within you now. The cracks in your heart have created room for the healing I'm bringing your way. The quiet you moved through showed you how to catch my whisper. The loneliness you experienced showed you who really sticks around. Your loss showed you just how important what I'm going to bring back really is. Feeling pain doesn't make you weak. Crying doesn't make you fragile. Struggling doesn't mean you're broken. Pain shows that you have a heart that feels deeply, a soul that still holds on to hope, and a spirit that hasn't thrown in the towel. Pain just shows that you're still here, living and breathing. Pain shows that you haven't given in to the darkness. Pain just shows that you're still on the hunt for something brighter, and I'm that light. I noticed the moment your heart broke quietly, my dear. I noticed when you put your all into someone but they didn't return the favor. I noticed how much you loved it and how deeply it hurt you. I noticed when you put your trust in someone who didn't really take care of your heart. I noticed that when you offered chances, you didn't get anything back. I noticed how you kept forgiving someone who kept hurting you time and time again. I noticed how you tried to hold it together for everyone else, even when you were struggling inside. I noticed that moment when you glanced in the mirror and seemed surprised by who you saw staring back at you. I noticed that you were doubting your worth because someone else didn't appreciate you. I noticed how you adjusted your expectations just to hold on to someone in your life. I noticed how you took the blame for things that really weren't on you. I noticed you questioning whether you were too much or not enough. I noticed when you asked me why love can hurt so much. I remember being there when you fell onto your bed and softly said, "Lord, please help me." I remember when you said, "I can't carry this anymore." I remember when you said, "I feel like I'm falling apart." I remember when you said, "I don't know what to do." I was there when you felt like no one was paying attention. Just say amen. If scripture is your anchor and guide, I totally trust what you say. Don't forget to share this video.